Hey there, Christopher Thunder here from the world's dirtiest workshop. I'm here with my easement behind my fence. Because of the recent city order, remember, they used to do this on their own, right? Our taxes paid for this. And they sent out a letter. Because they sent out a letter, we had to open up our fence. And because of that, we had to install this new super gate and repair our old gate, which is over there where you can see it's stained. So that's the small gate, and this is the contractor gate. But all that aside, such easements are not easy for homeowners to clear. I'm pretty smart. I have chemically treated my easement and raked out, the upper 10 feet of it. So from the fence down to the middle. Now I have my shears here, and I'm going to go over there and lop off those remaining trees that are sticking out there above the 10-inch requirement, right? 10 inches that you're supposed to maintain here. Now I want to remind the city that see those right there? They have grown in a week. Right there. That's 2 weeks growth. So 10 inches in a week. And some of these vines, the ones that climb up those steel cables, they'll grow 10 inches in a day. That one right there. That will climb 10 inches in a day. So I just want to remind the city that there are plants out here that will grow the limit, okay, the city's limit of 10 inches in a single day. That's absurd. That you have a 10-inch requirement out here, and that the taxes that we're supposed to pay, right, are now going to something else, right? So we still pay our taxes like we always do. We haven't stopped paying our taxes, but the taxes that would have gone to clearing this, which isn't done properly, mind you, they're going somewhere else. So you see these big stumps here, the ones that are 4 to 6 inches across here, and that one, the city is supposed to be clearing this, right? These turn into 20-foot trees, easily 20-foot trees. I know, because I have a whole video of me cutting them down. So I couldn't use my homeowner chainsaw for these. I had to use the lopper, Black & Decker lopper, to come out here and lop these off. And that's a hell of a tool. I even have a trunk here that is 8 inches across. It's not on this side, it's over on the other side. But you can see here, here's one that I cut down, it fell over and grew back, and that's why it looks like that. And when it grew back, it grew over this way and then up 15 feet. So you can't just cut them 80% of the way and fold them over. That doesn't work because they grow right back. So you'll have a horizontal tree here and then it'll grow straight up, which is ridiculous. So here's the one I'm going to hit with a lopper. Then I'm going to hit that one over there, and then I'm going to hit that one over there to lop these down below the 10-inch requirement from the city, which is bonkers. I mean, who came up with this? Why don't you guys in the city get busy on the power company here? Because we have poles that are slowly creeping to one side, and they're going to be taking a chaw on my fence real soon. There's even a hole over there that's big enough for a human being to fall in the city hadn't taken care of. So hey, you city guys, you need to get on the power company. It's their responsibility to fill in these telephone pole holes that they dug that they never filled in, because a human being's going to walk through here one night. A human being, right? Somebody who's not too bright, maybe a little drunk, is going to walk through here and they're going to fall into a hole that you guys, you power company guys, drilled to put in a telephone pole that you never really put in. Or better yet, you may have extracted a pole and never filled it in. So, hey, if you city guys are going to do something good and do something for the residents here, get the power company out here to take a look at these things and get them to bring their trucks out here and roll them up this gully here, right? They're going to just roll them right up here with the tires on either side. And they're going to get a crew up here, and they're going to bring their chainsaws, and they're going to do what they're supposed to do. But they're not doing it, right? This is why this video is going to be 6 minutes long. What is it the city should be doing that the city's not doing? Take our taxes, do some of the basic work, and get the power company to come out here and cut these trees out. Now, here's the other thing, okay? You see that giant oak over there? The one that's about 50 feet tall that looks like a giant mound right in the middle of the shot, okay? 50 feet tall. Make sure that the city guys come out and watch these sons of bees from the power company that come out here and they run their buckets, right? They come out here with their vehicles and they run their buckets over onto our property, right? See how the bottom of that tree is all cut away? That's because the power company came in and ran a bucket over our fence line 30 feet onto our property and started sawing away at our tree all the way out there. And you can see that tree is not touching those power lines, right? There is a small power line that runs under and through that tree, but there is no reason for them to take away the bottom of that oak tree. I've been trimming that oak tree. One day we came home after being away for a week, and the whole bottom of that oak tree was missing on one side. And then we had to pay somebody to trim it evenly so it wouldn't fall over. This is the kind of stuff that the city should be watching out for. Making sure that the power companies don't violate our rights. And they did. They violated our rights big time. And they owe us about $2 grand for being on our property over the fence, 30 feet on our property beyond the fence line, outside the easement, taking a chaw on our tree. You know, they shouldn't be biting away at our tree and destroying it, killing it, nearly killing a tree, right? To make sure that their trees are 100% clear of all power lines plus another 10 feet, which is bonkers. Now you can see the line coming down over that pole now and running onto our property. There's no reason for them to destroy that tree, but they did, and they owe us a lot of money. We talked to them about it, and then after they said they would be really kind to us over the phone, they walked away. After that, we never saw a check. Never said, hey, we're gonna do you a solid. We realized we were on your property. You know, we chopped away at a beautiful tree, not just a crappy tree, but a really beautiful tree, and we nearly killed it, and we nearly sent it leaning over onto our neighbor's property, which would have crushed their roof. Yeah, they cut that tree totally out of balance, and it was actually leaning over. It was over by about 3 degrees onto the neighbor's yard because they were up and over our fence with a bucket and in our yard, cutting away at our trees. Come on, City of Irving. You know, I know you guys are smarter than this. I know you guys care about the residents of the City of Irving, but you're not doing your jobs, right? Your jobs are to protect the citizens of the City of Irving from the evil power company, right? Starting with these poles that are leaning and making sure they fill in all the holes where those poles are supposed to be when they dig them out, right? So, thank you for watching me, Christopher Thunder, from the world's dirtiest workshop. I'm gonna get busy on lopping these trees off before I lose the sun. Bye-bye.